What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a day in the life of a rat. At 7:30, I got up after my big nap. At 8 o'clock, I started off my day with some intense stretching in preparation for searching for some food. At 8:30, I went running around in search for some food. And then I found this cool snack. Ooh, a snack! Day 2. Oh my god, it's here again. I wonder if this will be here tomorrow. Day 3. Oh my god, it's here again. I'm gonna go bring this to my family. Oh, I don't feel so good. Warfarin has 4 functional groups: a hydroxyl group, ketone, phenyl, and ester. Physical properties include that it has a boiling point of 320 degrees Celsius, it's moderately soluble in water, and it is a white crystalline powder. As for chemical properties, it is non-flammable and very reactive with oxidizing agents, meaning it can undergo oxidation. Intermolecular forces consist of LDFs, dipole-dipole, and hydrogen bonding between itself and water.
What's up, guys? Come with me to the hidden gem in the forest. Where can I find the dead rat to eat? And right here you can see that a dead rat sliding down there. And yeah, it's looking so fresh right now. I'm gonna eat it right now.
Come in.
I'm not feeling too well.
Please, take a seat. What seems to be the issue?
So I was basically flying around and I see this dead rat and he looks fresh. So I just came and I ate it. And ow. I'm dizzy. My stomach hurt. And I can see double. I don't know what happened to me.
I see. Okay. Judging by those symptoms, I think you've been poisoned. That rat that you ate?
Poisoned?
Yes, poisoned. That rat that you ate probably was infected with warfarin.
Warfarin? What's that?
You see, warfarin is a chemical used as a rodenticide to kill rats and mice. It's essentially an anticoagulant, meaning that it thins the blood and it prevents blood clots. However, if a small rodent were to ingest it, it would cause them to start slowly internally bleeding and eventually killing them. Now, if an animal like you were to eat an infected rodent, then that would lead to you in turn ingesting the warfarin through a process called secondary poisoning.
So I got poisoned by eating a rat?
Exactly. Unfortunately, this hasn't been the only case where this has happened. This reminds me of a case back in 2018 in Oliver, BC, where a mother and her 2 babies were taken to a rehab center barely alive. They were affected by the exact same poison, warfarin. The mother couldn't fly, her vision was damaged, and she couldn't use one of her talons. Her mate disappeared for 5 days, and it was thought that he died from the exact same poison. The rescue center believed that warfarin from a nearby RV park was used to blame, even though it wasn't used on the property where the owls were found. That's just how far the stuff can spread.
That's awful.
Thankfully, there is a treatment for you though. Vitamin K1. It's used to reverse the effects of warfarin and its blood thinning abilities. But only if it's given quickly, so you're very lucky for showing up when you did.
This is crazy. Yo, I'm gonna sue Warfarin.
Let's see what case we have today. Mr. L, here it tells me you want to sue Warfarin Inc. Please state your case.
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. We've been killing rats for decades.
Mr. CEO, please, you will speak when spoken to.
Your Honor, my case is simple. I have 3 decisive reasons as for why we should ban warfarin. 1. Ecological devastation via secondary poisoning. 2. Rodent resistance. And 3. Inhumane suffering of targeted animals.
Owl's counsel, you may present your first point.
My first case, environmental harm / secondary poisoning. First of all, warfarin doesn't just kill rats. It poisons the entire food web. According to a study, 133 raptors across Ontario, 62% had detectable levels of anticoagulant rodenticides in their liver. Secondly, in British Columbia, over a 30-year survey of 741 rescued raptors, 74% had residues of second-generation anticoagulants. Warfarin, a first-generation compound, showed up in fewer but still in concerning quantities. Lastly, these chemicals don't just stay in rats. They climb in the food chain silently, lethally, and end up killing owls, hawks, eagles, and even domestic animals such as my client.
Please, are we really crying over a couple of birds? You think the lives of owls are worth more than protecting our homes from infestation?
Not just a couple of hours. You're killing us and the nature with your toxic chemical.
In the court. Please, state your second case now.
Moving on to point number 2, resistance. Warfarin isn't even doing its job anymore. In the UK, a recent sample showed that 74% of Norway rats were resistant to it. Even worse, 77.3% of rats and a staggering 94.8% of house mice carried a genetic mutation that reduced warfarin's effect.
That is ridiculous. My warfarin is of the highest quality. Here, try some.
Mr. CEO, please, enough interruptions. If you interrupt one more time, I will have you arrested. Now please, state your third and final case.
This is my third and final case. Rodents may bleed into body cavities and have blood in their urine.
Please put that away, sir. Continue.
They'll have blood in their urine and bruised from the lightest touch. They'll die slowly, often hiding and suffering alone.
So now we're giving rats therapy? These pests chew through infrastructure, spread diseases, and now you want us to care about their feelings?
It's not about the feeling, it's about the ethics. Warfarin turned pest control into torture.
Okay, I've heard enough. This court finds Warfarin Inc. guilty of environmental harm, being outdated and ineffective, and committing crimes against rodent kind. Warfarin is hereby banned.
Wait, you can't do this. I have shareholders. Judge, please, what can we do instead of banning warfarin?
Well, the government could set up rules and regulations regarding the use of rodenticides. Enforcing pest licenses and trainings would be beneficial as it works to keep both humans and the environment safe. From a humanitarian perspective, these strict regulations would prevent accidental ingestion, as humans tend to eat it by accident. In the environmental lens, these rules would help prevent any overuse, helping with chemical runoff and bioaccumulation.
This only helps the environment. What can we do to stop rats from dying a slow, painful death? What can we use as a workaround for the rats that are immune to warfarin?
That is a fair question. There are alternatives that don't involve poison at all. We can replace warfarin with things such as nets, traps, and electronic traps. These solutions are fast and humane, non-toxic, and rodenticides can't build any resistance, as in the past, there have been some that were resistant to warfarin.
If we do all this, fewer people will use warfarin. And that was our best seller.
Maybe it's time your business evolved. Profit shouldn't come at the cost of animal suffering, ecological collapse, or public health. The court has spoken. Adapt, be left behind. Case closed.